So
What I'm hearing is that you're coming up against the fact that you are unique, and what you do very well, but it doesn't fit with what the accreditation agencies are demanding. And the question I have is, are your administrators, working with you to fight that and say, look, these are the standards we need to be held by? One of the things we talked about yesterday was the idea that it should be the faculty that establish these standards. What is the quality of your faculty? Are you teaching what you're supposed to be teaching, and not trying to make HCC fit into a standard that applies to a four-year university or a different community college? And so, do you find, is your administration supportive of you in taking on this fight, really? Or do you just give in and say, okay, we'll change what we are to meet what they want? Or do you stand up and fight for what you think is the needs of your students?
It doesn't make sense to me that you should be forced. I mean, if it's your community, your advisory council, the industry people who are saying this is what we need, this is what you can provide, then I don't see why what they're saying should be less important than what some mainland accreditation company is saying to you guys. That doesn't seem
Can we
fair.
send the Carpenters Union over to evaluate the
There you go.
that'd be a good idea.
If that would be about the equivalent. So.
Our administration didn't even bother to go up to defend the college in front of the commission. The only chancellor that didn't. And we're the only campus that got put on warning.
Is that your current chancellor or
Yes.
former chancellor? Current chancellor.
Like off island, like she's from Maui, talking to your apprenticeship coordinator, Marvin, and he's saying the same thing. Of course he's on the union side, apprenticeship side, but that's what they want, that's what they need. Get them the education that they need to complete or to be gainfully employed without having to have all the dressings of math and English that they have to add on. I don't think that's, and it's when you look at the bottom line, it's the cost and the time frame, yeah? And if they're gonna redo some of the requirements, for our CTE students, it's like, it's gonna cost them extra because they gotta take maybe extra courses, and it's gonna take them longer to graduate. Right now, we're at a tight 4 semesters, so to add more, I feel for the students.
So the graduate, is it an AAS then, or is it a certificate of?
They both for AAS and certificates of achievement, but it gets them out. To me, for the student, it gets them out in a easier, I cannot say easier, but as far as their track to finish or to graduate, the certificate route is what they're now looking at, because of all the extras that are required now. Most of them are, they've registered on as AAS students. Some of them are seriously thinking of just going the CA route, because that's all that's required. So I asked a few of them, is that what you really want? He says, well, the AAS is what my parents told me to get. It's a degree, yeah? Get a degree.
Right.
But what is our mission here? To get them out into the workforce, right? So, that's my point.
That is something that came up yesterday with Senator Schatz's office. They were saying that they think that the definitions of success should be tied to the missions of the campuses, not some big cookie cutter, everybody gets, you need to be having 70% graduates or whatever, anything like that. It should match your mission statement. And does your mission statement say that it's to get people into the workforce? Is that part of the official HCC? That should be the measure of success, right there.